How to contact Amazon seller support. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's topic, we'll be talking about the methods to contact Amazon seller support, how you contact them, why would you contact them, and what are the best tips and tricks to reach to Amazon seller support and get your issues resolved quickly. So let's go ahead and let's do it. So today I know how frustrating it is and helpless it can be when you reach out to seller support and you cannot get a hold of them, and it seems like it takes ages until they get back to you. So in today's topic, I think it's very important for us to discuss everything about contacting Amazon and why should we contact them and how to do it. So let's go ahead and talk about the methods of contacting Amazon seller support. There's two methods. One of them is by email, which is great for day-to-day operation and small issues. So these are not very important issues. The one that you want to contact them just via email through your seller support and for any small issues that are not urgent. The second method is phone call, which is great for urgent matter and life-threatening problems, which is, I think, when you have a problem, really it feels like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, and you need to get it to get your issue resolved quickly or reach and speak to someone. That feature used to be available before just by contacting by phone number, but now it's hidden within seller support and in contact information. But I will show you how to do it, and I have prepared some screenshots for you so you'll be able to do it and get your issue resolved. So let's talk about the common problem and why would you contact them by email, which is they're very common problems. So for example, if you have account information that you want to change, you can reach out to them by email. If you have listing changes, sometimes Amazon get a control over the listing itself and you cannot change title, bullet point, description, so you can do it by email. It depends on how important it is. Then you have FBA shipment issues. If you didn't receive your shipment or it's been lost or anything like that, you can contact them by email. Then you have some Amazon fees changes. If they increase your fees, for sure. If they decrease it, I think you should be quiet. But no, seriously, if any Amazon fees changes. Fifth one could be measurement and weight changes of an item. If you're sure that the measurement and the weight is going to put you in a different class or fees class, so you want to make sure that they reach out to them and they will do a fulfillment center checkup where they measure your product and weight it again to make sure that you get the right fees and the right pick and pack fees. Number 6, which is going to be a report a violation or hijacker. Hijacker, for those who doesn't know what's a hijacker. So if you create a listing as a private label product and then you have someone else who's another seller who's selling this product on your listing who's not authorized. So you can report them by just contacting them and tell them, hey, I have hijacker is not authorized and he's selling a product that's not authentic, and you'll be able to get this issue resolved. If you want a category change, if it's not very important category change, so for example, if you have other category that you want to change to that might help you in ranking or PPC, so you'll be able to contact the catalog department through emails, and also you can do it by phone as well. But for small changes, you can do it by email very quickly. Other ones, if you have orders, issues, or refund, if a customer didn't receive his product, or you have a refund that's not being authorized, or the buyer received the product but you didn't get the refund for it, even if Amazon issued it on their behalf, so you'll be able to use the email. Then you have A to Z claims issues. For those who doesn't know A to Z, sometimes a buyer just open a claim A to Z that you as a seller is not didn't fulfill his needs, or there's an issue that wasn't resolved, and these are really bad issues. You don't want to get any A to Z claims because they're bad for your performance metrics and your account metrics. So I always just make sure that that's another topic completely. It's how to resolve any issues with your customers and keep your metrics correctly. But if you have any A to Z claims, you can contact them by email. The 10th is suspicious product review or feedback. Sometimes you get, for example, if you think it's one of your competitors who's leaving you a bad review, you can reach out to seller support and tell them, hey, I think this review is not good, or a bad feedback that's not authorized. If someone was talking about your product and your feedback, you can do it in a way in Seller Central where you can remove them very quickly. But if you want to reach out to them, you can do it as well. But these are the things the common problems that require you to contact Seller Central by email, and they're very simple issues. Now let's talk about the second method, which is the most important one, which is everyone would like to get a hold of them. I really think you should not abuse that method. Make sure you really contact them for something that's very important, not for simple tasks. But let's talk about the real things. And I know how it feels when you really want to get hold of them by phone. You're just like shaking and you're just like, oh my God, please, I need the help. Because sometimes it's really, it can stop the whole your sales process. So let's talk about some of the common ones, or the main ones, main issues or problems that you want to reach out to them by phone. First of them is adding a variation or merging a listing. Let me explain. As I said, I know it's not that much of a problem. You can do it by email, but I really like to call them and let them walk me through adding another variation or merging two listings together. And why is that? Because when I was in the beginning, I have done it, and I really messed up a lot of things. I get my listing basically changed to a new ASIN. All the reviews were gone, and it was a big hassle to get everything back on. At that time, I didn't know how to do it. So from then and now, I just make sure I contact them and I let them really walk me through it, especially as a newbie. But for now, there's a small thing that you can do within Seller Support where you can do it very easily through your dashboard, which is now, I think I'm experienced at it because of the issues that I got, and was really hard. The second matter, or the second problem, is listing complete change, which is really happens a lot in a very competitive niches. For example, I have a product that in health and beauty, and what happened is that some reason, some competitors, I don't know how they do it, is basically they change my pictures, they change my bullet points, my title, my description, everything complete change to another complete product, and you will see a complete stop in your sales because what you're selling is completely different than what is being advertised. And this is really sometimes scary. This is one of the things competitors can do it, or the other issue that can cause your listing to have a complete change is sometimes the catalog itself have a mapping problems. So basically, Amazon has a huge catalog, and sometimes just things get messed up, and you need to reach out to them by phone and talk to a seller support and tell them, hey, I have my product, and they will be able to change everything back. It's a really a long process. Sometimes takes maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour just to be on the phone, for them to check your ASIN, to make sure that you're right seller, and it's a big process. But these are the tasks that I really make sure that I contact them because really sometimes it becomes very nerve-wracking. The third one is listing suspension. A lot of times you'll see that you go to your inventory management in your dashboard and you see your listing is being suspended for some reason. It could be suspended because of an authentic claim. It could be something, someone claimed that it's dangerous goods, or just sometimes a quick system update or checkups automatically. They have in their A9 algorithm, they just go ahead and check all the listings and they see something triggers it, and it could be a mistake, and they will suspend your listing. So that's another thing that you can do by phone. And the fourth one is account suspension, which is basically you won't have access to your account. I know you will tell me, hey, if account suspension, how can I reach out to them if I'm not able to get into my dashboard and use the help feature, as I'm going to show you later on how to reach out to them by phone. Is basically what I do. I can use one of my friends Amazon accounts, and I just tell them, hey, do the same process that I'm going to show you, and they put my number, and then they'll be able to call me, and I will be able to resolve my issue very, very quickly. So that's been said, and these are the methods, and why should you contact them, and which problems are the best for contacting them by email, and which ones are the best by phone. So now let's talk about let me show you about the screenshots and how you'll be able to reach out to them. So these are the steps to let them call you like a boss. And I mean like a boss because it happens very quickly. But you just need to make sure that you follow with me very, very carefully, and you'll be able to get it. So once you get to your Seller Central dashboard, you go in the top right, there is, as you see here, you have the help icon. You will hit it. Then it's going to come up a drop-down menu, and you're going to go to the bottom to contact us. And then on the third, you will choose selling on Amazon, because it's going to be two services: selling on Amazon, advertising in stores. You will do selling on Amazon because that's anything including with you as a seller, or any issues that you can have as a seller, or your operation day to day. The fourth one, it's for sometimes Amazon does kind of split testing. So this step, it could vary between two images or two things that could happen. So I'm going to show you both of them. So sometimes when you do the step number 3 and you come here, you have to go to solve your issue quickly. And on the right side, you're going to have this little place where you can write what's your problem. To be able to get to the next step, you just need to make sure that you type something. So what I would do, I just say help me. And when you write help me, it's going to bring you to the next step that I'm going to show you, which is here, which is contact us. Contact us, and you'll be able to reach those features here. So let me go a little bit back. So if you were in the other episode, you saw that kind of a screen, and you weren't able to see this one right away, because sometimes they directly right away to this one. If you don't see it, just go ahead, type help me on the previous step, and you will be able to get to that page. If it's not, if you didn't get the other one, you will come directly to this one. So what you do here, which is step 4 and 5, you go ahead and select your account. And from your account, you need to make sure that you select other account issues. And this is where the beauty here, because as soon as you tap other account issues, we'll give you the phone option, which is voila. This is exactly what you need, guys. You have 2 taps. After you type other account issues, you're gonna have email or phone. You're gonna go phone, you're gonna select your country, and you're gonna put your number. And within 1 minute, you will see your phone rings and the representative with you trying to solve your issue. And this is the best way of contacting Amazon to be able to resolve your issues very, very quickly, and you'll be able to get hold of someone that can understand exactly what you need to explain to them, or what the issue exactly. Because sometimes by email it's very hard to explain things, especially me, as my second language. Sometimes it's very hard to go step by step. So I want to give you some little bit of tips and tricks, because you need to keep in mind, I know when you're very frustrated and you feel like helpless and you don't know what to do, your mood is bad. So just keep in mind a few things. First of all, there's some best time to call for urgent matter, which is between 11 to 3 p.m. Eastern. This is only from my experience. If I have a really big issue, I want to speak to someone who's based in the US, who speaks a fluent English, who has a better understanding about Amazon system and algorithm, I call them between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. And usually I will get someone who's knowledgeable about Amazon itself, because in my second point here, there's 2 types of calling center. There's one are US based, and there's some of them are abroad. The abroad ones, it's very hard. The communication is hard. The language is they have broken English. They have very limited access to things. They have limited access to what they can do with their system. So you want to make sure that you get people in the US. And if you really want to speak to someone who's really fluent, I usually contact the catalog department. The catalog department usually, it's very complex issues, so they get a lot of US based people that speaks English fluently, and they have higher ranking. If those people weren't able to help you, you need to go to the next level, and you be able to you ask them that you want to speak to the captive team, and this captive team is the leader of this calling center, and he has more authority, and they will have more knowledge about the whole system, and that's the key. If you really weren't able to get your issue resolved. So these are the steps. And thirdly, guys, and last not least, please just understand you're dealing with a human being. So be nice, be understanding, be patient. Just understand they're under pressure. They have a quota they need to reach. They have a limited time where they have to answer people and answer clients or answer sellers. And they have everything it's computer generated. So if they have an issue, they just type the issue, and right away there's a script that they send you. So make sure you really be nice, be calm and collected, and just try to explain your problem. And at the end of the day, it's a human. So if you were able to speak to them well, you will be able to get what you need. And these are the tips and tricks that you really need to keep in mind. And that's it. This is all what you need. How to contact Amazon via seller support. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that helps many of you. And please, if you like that video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like it, share it with other people that you like, and I'm very grateful and thankful for each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.